Alright, sports fans, today we're going to be playing something a little bit different here, actually. We're going to be playing what's called APBA Golf. Yep, absolutely. APBA Golf is a really fun game. I've been playing it for maybe about, let's see here, probably around 6 months or so. So I definitely have some great cards in here. I got almost all the courses here. I didn't actually get the birthplace golf course yet. Probably not going to get it unless I see something that really rivets me here with kind of the play. Unfortunately, it is a really fun game, but of course, over time, you kind of want to make sure you get a lot of golf courses, and of course, you want to make sure to have fun. Game is absolutely a blast. Let's dive into our first little round here. Want to show you guys off some absolutely great footage. Alright guys, welcome back here. We're going to be playing with the Metro DC course here. As you can see right here, the course is pretty well laid out here. It's actually going to be played against 2 players here. We'll start with 9 holes and see how far we can get along here. It does play a little bit longer with 2 players playing at once, so maybe we'll go through 9 and we'll see how we play there. And of course see how you guys like it as well. So today we're actually going to be playing the South African Championship, I guess you could say. So the South African Championship. Don't really know how to actually do a South African I guess accent, but nonetheless I've read enough James Bond novels to have an idea about it. So Gary Player is going to be playing here. 5'7". Scoring average during the time that they took this was of course 1974, and it appears that he had a 70.9 scoring average. It's pretty good. It looks like he won 3 events and then won 2, I think that's majors, I believe. So the year that Ernie Els here, so Ernie Els will be the next one here. Love little Big Easy here. He's really great. I love his swing. Very fluid. Also, he did train with David Ledbetter, and very great guy here, at least in Florida. David Ledbetter has a lot of great academies down here, which is really fun because you can see him often down here by Champions Gate as well. So if you look here, it's going to be 2002. It looks like he won a major there and had won 2 other events or something or another. But he had a 70.3 scoring average, so it should be roughly the same here. As you can see, they right to left favorability. Looks like they hit to the left a little more there. But as you can see, we have 1 momentum, 3 bounce back, and then of course that's for Ernie Els. Sand making is a B, sand shots are 2, but of course Gary Player was very good in the sand there. He almost preferred it being in sand. As you can see, he had a 3 sand there. Has 1 clutch, 1 scramble, momentum, and bounce back, and we'll get to those when we get there if we really want to use them. Honestly, this is going to be fun. I want to kind of have a good time here and kind of capitalize on some fun golf time right now. There's a little bit of a hurricane going on outside here, so let's hope for the best. Alright, so we're going to start off here real quick. Gary Player's going to go first this time, and then Ernie Els will actually go second. I hope that this view is pretty good for us. I know you guys can't really see 100% the charts here. If I can always try to put on top here if possible. And we'll try and see if we can go there, but I hope you guys can at least see the course here and the hole. That's the most important part, right? Because I can always explain to you what's going on, and then you guys can follow along as we go there. So we'll see how this all works out, and we'll get this started off here. Alright guys, hole number 1 here. You'll have to excuse me if I'm a little bit rusty with the rules here. I haven't played this probably in about 3 months here, since the birth of my second son here. So we're going to try it out here real quick here. First, we got to get the wind conditions here. And now, of course, it's always good to know that we have soft course conditions, which means that it's going to be -5 yards on the fairway shots here. So we'll play that real quick here. So this is going to be for the wind conditions. So 5-1 there, so 51. Let's see here. Roll per each roll. Looks like it's going to be wind at your back, hit shot, then, oh, whoops here. Wind conditions are not blustery, they're calm. So let's go to the calm one there. So 51, no wind. So we're good there for this one. Because it's calm wind conditions, we probably won't be seeing too much action, which is good because I don't like to see too much of the ugly stuff, as they say. So that's always nice. So first, of course, we're going to make sure we have normal clubs, which is fine. Pin placements for the day. That's actually a good one there. So let's roll the dice for the pin placement 2. So we're going to do a pin placement 2 today. So that's always good to note. So pin placement 2. All right. And looks like we're all set here. And to die for line position, and prior to that, aim left or right. Then we're gonna work the ball here. So let's see that. We should be good to go. I think these are all normal, regular dog legs. So we'll work with the normal dog legs as we see fit here. This one looks like a very, very moderate or like an easy one, so it wouldn't even actually count towards it. You'll just go straight up through the line there. So driver off the tee here for the first player here, which is going to be Gary player. We're going to check that out real quick here. So that is a 34. So 34 here. He's hitting straight off the tee here. No change at all. I guess, let's see here. So 34 straight off the tee here, as we see it. Okay, so 34 straight off the tee. So look at his card. All right, so 34. It's going to be a wood. It's going to be 18. So not the best there. Not the best at all. So that's a 235-yard carry, 30 to the right, and then roll 30. So let's mark that down here with our handy-dandy pen here. So we're going to go down to, what's that, 34? That goes to 18. All right, so 235. We can zoom all the way up there. So 225, 230, 35. Then we're going to -5 on the fairway for not flight, but we're going to minus it off of the, well, I guess it actually would be off flight. So for soft conditions, we're going to go back one, so 230 on the flight there. 30 yards to the right there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then the roll is going to be 30. So 30 yards roll. Now with this here, as you can kind of see, I have to get in there. That looks like rough, so it's going to half it down there. So that's 5, 10, and then 15. That doesn't look like a trap per se, but it definitely is in the rough there. All right, so he missed the green, or missed the fairway there. We can definitely mark that there on our score there, I guess, or maybe not there so much. So we'll worry about that later there. I'll worry about all the information right after the end of the round there. We're not looking for statistics just too much here. Now Ernie L's with the driver here. Okay, so that's a 42 here. Going straight down just like Gary Player was. So 42 on his card there. It's going to be a 5. Okay, 5 is going to be 260 and 15 yards left. So 50, 55, 60. -5 for that carry there for us, or the fairway, the -5 fairway for the soft conditions. And then left or right is 15, so left 15, so 5, 10, 15. And then roll is going to be 25. So 5, 10, 15. Now he's in there, so he has 10 left. That's going to be 5. So he's barely in the intermediate rough there. Probably won't get too badly since he's in the intermediate rough. And now Gary Player is going to be going for his second shot here. Okay, so it does look like, now the rule is if it's within the 1 square mark, he's in intermediate rough. So realistically speaking, I guess you could say that he's in the intermediate rough, or ideally for the technicalities there, you could say that. I'm not so sure. I feel like he's possibly, well, he is within 1, so it's not too bad because he is within 1 to the fairway there. So let's go for the intermediate rough and see what happens here. So that's a 25. So 25 says it's a good line, normal shot from fairway, which is great. Now we're going to have to check out the fairway here, or the position on the feet there though. So 33 actually says it's going to be a level normal shot. So we're going to play it as is from fairway. So we're actually going to have to move it all the way back here to the middle line. So 5, 10, 15 up, 5, 10, 15 up. You have to move over each increment of 3 or of 15 yards. You have to move it back 1 for the amount of distance that you're moving. So he is hitting into the second flag there, flag pin. So he's able to actually move probably back a little bit closer here. So he's able to actually aim here because he's on the other side of the line of the kind of the shot line here. So we're gonna, or the center line is what they call it here. So we have to figure out how far away he is. So if we check real quick here, so that's 25. So is that 25, 50, 55, or whoops, 20, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125. So that's 30, 35, 40, 45. So 45 from there, 50, 55, 60. So he's 160 away to the center of the green. I think he's going to aim right at it. We don't really want to miss left or right, but 160 straight into the center of the green will be quite nice for him. So 160 for his irons. If you look here, his iron play is a 6. So we're going to have to go over to the 6 section there to see how he's going to play a 160. I think it's 160, 165 shot there. So a 160 is actually going to be a 7 iron. All right, and that'll actually keep a 5-yard roll there, which I think is a pretty healthy one. I think that's a pretty healthy shot there. That should get us there, no problem. So, let's see, 160. Yep, let's do it. So we're going to hit a 7 iron, just straight at it there, and don't have to move anything at all. So 34, Gary Player is going to hit it there. So let's see here what happens there on his card. So 34, that's a 32. Oh boy, 32. So it looks like a 32 there. On that card is going to be a 150. So we're going to go up to the 150 mark here. So 5, 10, 15. So let's move up just to there. So 3. So 1, 2. So 5, 25, 50, 75, 100, 25, 50. And move it up to the 50 mark. So there's 150. And then he has to go over to the right 20. So 5, 10, 15. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So he's in the bunker, so there's no roll. So he is in the bunker just like that there. So but he's on the other side of the hole there because he's not he's not basically giving himself the same shot or like the basically on the same side. He isn't short-sighted. He's able to actually aim still, which is really pivotal. You'll see here with Ernie Els, he can't aim because he's on the same side of the center line as the tee, or the ball, I apologize, the pin shot there. So so he's in the rough, or in the sand trap here, but nonetheless, Ernie Els is up to hit here, so we'll 5, 10, 15 up. So it looks like Ernie has a shot there. Okay, so let's see what happens here. 25, 50, 75, 100, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20. So 25. So 125 to the center. And I'm going to play a 125 just like I did there, and don't need to move it. Just hit it straight on. Hopefully he'll do a good shot. He's irons 4. So 125 irons 4 is actually going to be probably a gap wedge. Although with a gap wedge though, he might spin it back. So kind of in between clubs here with a pitching wedge. So let's go pitching wedge, and if we do a pitching wedge, we can actually knock it down, which will be nice. So let's do a knockdown pitching wedge. He hits it usually at 130, so that can give us a nice little backspin to get us back where we need to go. So 33. So a 33 is going to be a 3 for him. If you see here, so that's going to be a 3 on his iron card there. So let's go over to the 3 chart there. So it's going to be for his pitching wedge 140. So a 140 there. So let's get to the 25, 50, 75, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Did I just make that up here? 25, 50, 75, 100. Did I just screw it all up here? I don't think I did I? Oh yeah, that's right, I knocked it down. That's it. So it's a 135 shot here. So let's do it again. 25, 50, 75, 100. You'll see this game, there's a lot of mix-ups with the numbers here. You'll have to do your numbers and such, and it's a little bit difficult. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 there, and left. So he's back left there, but then the ball rolls minus 5 yards. So he rolls back to the 3 there. So he's on the green with a very nice shot there. Now each shot on the green, just to make sure I know here, I believe, if I haven't messed up here, I think each shot for putting, straight shot is 15, I think. Let me check real quick. All right, so I do remember here, it's 15. I checked real quick. So 15 for straights, and for diagonals, it's 20 feet there. So he is going to be lined up at least 30 feet away there for us, and then we'll actually have to roll there, I believe, once they get on the green here. After ball rests on the green, its distance from the hole is measured in feet rather than yards. So that's what we got there for us. Ball's finishing one straight grid from the hole, 15 minus feet. So minus the sum of 2 dice. So ball's finishing one straight grid, finishing one there, minus some 2 dice. So we're going to check it out. So he's 30 feet away, minus the sum of 2 dice here. So that's going to be 4. So he's 26, we'll say this, we'll put that down here, 26 feet away. So Ernie Els has a nice 26-foot putt for birdie. Definitely makeable in some sense of the fashion, I guess you could say, but not realistic there. But nonetheless, he's on the green there, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so Gary Player's in the bunker here, so we're going to actually move him to see if he can get a good shot out of here. So he's definitely in the bunker there, so let's check 1, 2, there, yeah, so 1, 2, so he's right there. He's going to shoot on this line here, if you guys can see it here, this line here, to the number 2 pin there. So number 2 pin, he is how many yards away? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 yards away there. So 25 yards in. Let's see here. So it should be within 25 yards. Let's check it. So sand, you're going to use the A column here on that. So his approaches are pretty darn good here. He does have that sand one that will change it so that he can play as if he's out of the fairway there. But we can handle what Gary Player is going to be throwing at us here. So let's hit it straight on. Let's hit it straight on there. I feel comfortable with that, just because I don't want to miss the shot too much there. I guess we could aim it. Let's aim it 5 yards to the right of the hole. Let's aim one more. So 1, 2, 3, and up. So he can shoot across there, across the way there. So let's do that. All right. So that's a 15 there. 15 says to us the approach shot is a 5. So a 5, let's check that from a 25 yard in the sand column, is +5 and no roll or anything like that, no left or right. So it's just going to be straight here to there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, right? And then right here. So +5 is going to be right there. So we aimed just to the right of the flag, and we moved right there. So that's not too bad. Let's see here. So that's 20 feet because it's a diagonal. 20 feet minus 12 is going to be a nice and easy 8 feet. So nice little chip there for Gary Player. Let's go over to the putting charts here. Okay, so putting charts here. Ernie Els is up here. He's definitely furthest away here. So 26 feet away. We're going to definitely play it safe here. He's going for birdie, so let's go safe. So that's 51. So a 51 with Ernie Els. Putting is going to be a 23. Not the best, absolutely not. But because we are playing it safe, that is going to be a 23 from 26 feet away. Let's see real quick here. That is, what did I say, 51, 23. That is 2 feet away, and that's absolutely going to be something that's going to make it in no matter what here. But so 2 feet away for par, 23. 23 is a 21, so I'll go down to 21, and that's in. So Ernie Els has a nice 2-putt, par. There we go. So now Gary Player's here, up for his par here. So 8 feet away, he's absolutely going to go for it. He needs to make this to stay within the reach here. So 34. 34 says a 27. Wow, that's bad. So 34 says 27, which is just terrible. He misses it by 2 feet. He's going to definitely go for it here. So 61. 61 says a 13, and 13 is in. No really need to check that out here. So 2 putts, 4 bogey there. And now they are, well, I'm not sure why Gary Player is